When I was 19 or almost 20, I moved back home to live with my mom, my dad, and my brother, who is 6 years younger than I am. My brother, I always had to watch my brother when I was growing up, and he had a best friend named Mickey who lived on the other street, and I remember I always had to stay home and make sure everything was okay while he was out playing. When I moved back home, one of my responsibilities was not to watch my brother because at that time he was 14 and he was old enough to watch himself. As I started to pull up into my driveway, there was a police officer in our driveway, and I knew it had something to do with my brother. As I got out of the car, I asked the police officer, I said, "What did he do now?" Because I just knew it had something to do with him. And the police officer said, he goes, "I'm very sorry to tell you this." He said, "Your brother's been shot." And I said, did he die? I tore down to the hospital. It was down at Denver General. And when I got there, my mom and dad were there. And I remember the doctor saying it was very serious. But at this point, I still didn't understand the severity of it. I mean, we were definitely afraid of losing my brother and afraid that he was going to die at that point. We were probably days in, well, not even days, just like maybe a day or two into the accident when the doctors told us that my brother was never going to walk again. And I remember sitting at my brother's bedside going, "Jamie, you're going to walk again. You're going to do it because you just have to, you have to think positively." And I remember there was this nurse there and she heard me telling my brother this and she pulled me aside. "You need to understand something. Your brother is never going to walk again." And she said, "You will stop telling him that he is going to walk again because he's not." Probably a few weeks into the accident, when my brother was stabilized, he was taken to Craig Hospital, and they basically had to train my mom and my dad on how to care for Jamie because everything that he ever could do for himself was now changed. When my brother came home, my brother was still in shock. He didn't know how to deal with this, and he was at such a crucial time in his life. So how do you deal with tragedy? There's really nothing you can do. You just put one foot after the other and move on as best as you can.